it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, Amos. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He finds some open field here. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And a give this time to the tailback. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing. Evan McPherson to take off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Franks looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got long, his tight end complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Your track.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Setting up play action. Franks. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd down and 3. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Wide, get wide. Under 10, 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Harris. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Franks. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Franks, 3rd down from the gun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Joseph Osai showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man left side as the tight end long. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try the left side. It's Harris. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout. making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Rumbling past the 30, pushing his way through. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now a first down carry for Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we could...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Well, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Amos. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Franks. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball is intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Swings this out for Hunt. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A carry here for Hunt.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They run again with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, this is Harris. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8-up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Frank's throw into the hands of Sample. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.